Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead with a tea break. Oh, that's good. And extremely hot. So, what's going on? Our pool still has a slow leak. We haven't figured out where it's coming from, but we did have the fire department bring a load of water and top it up last night. And what they didn't use in the pool, they just filled two 45-gallon drums of water for us so that we could top it up as needed. I don't care at this point. If we make it to September with 2 more top-ups to the pool, I don't care, right? If we make it to September, then I'll let Howie drain the pool and try and find where the leak is. But other than that, I have water. I'm going to take advantage because I started canning yesterday. We cleaned out the freezer, and I had a whole batch. Well, first off, I had a case of tomatoes in there from last year, which is now stewing down, and I'm making ketchup. And then I had all the ham steaks and a smoked ham or two from the last pig we butchered. And they were all vacuum sealed, but the problem is we had 2 pigs, and I did 2 batches of ham steaks, and one was saltier than the other, like too salty to eat. So I didn't know which was which. So what I did was, they've been in the freezer now since 2017. So what I did was I just took them all out of the freezer and I unzipped the packages. Like, I opened the packages and I put them all in a pressure cooker, put a heel of a big thing of celery in there and onion and bay leaf and all that stuff, and but a gallon and a half of water, and I pressure cooked them. Wow, the broth. The broth came out so gelatinous that I could pick it up in my hand when it cooled down. It was awesome. And because once we pressure cook it, it gets strained and then put in the fridge so that I can take the fat off the broth and pick the good meat out of what was in the canner. And the fat on top, oh my God, it was pure white. And because there was bacon in there as well, it's like, I am not losing that fat. Pure white. So I skimmed it off the top, put it in a jar in the fridge for frying. I was going to do a live feed on chronic pain today. I was going to do a live forum for chronic pain today, because I got my tablet back. I was so happy, because that's all of the gigs I have left are on it. I haven't had that tablet for 3 weeks because one day it just stopped working. So they told me to mail it back, which they sent me the envelope for, and I did. And it came today. Well, first, it was supposed to be back last week, but unfortunately, they were out of tablets in the warehouse. Remember, this is the tablet I didn't ask for. This is the one they said, oh, we're going to give you a free tablet. You just have to pay the 3 gigabytes of data every month. And I said, okay. So they've credited me for 1 month's worth of 3 gigabytes of data, right? But the problem is, it's taken 3 weeks for them to get this back to me, and it came back without a bloody SIM card in it. As a matter of fact, this had been opened, and the tablet, or excuse me, the little thing that holds the SIM card was open. So I don't know if they forgot to put it in there, or if it was removed during the packaging process and someone just took it, because I don't have a tablet now. So this is why this is not a live stream. But I am going to charge it up, and I'm waiting for a phone call from them so I can ream them and say, I waited 3 weeks for this thing. First off, you sent me a tablet that I didn't even ask for, but I agreed to pay for the gigabytes on it for the next year until the tab balance is done. Then, after 4 uses, the bloody thing died. I send it back. They don't have any in stock. It takes 3 weeks for them to get it back to me, and there's no SIM card. Is this going to take another 3 weeks? Kudo, pull your head out. Cheese and crackers. So I canned ham yesterday, and I was never so happy to see the firemen pull up with the river water to top up our pool. And I'll tell you something, I went in the pool while they were still filling it. I was just so hot from canning. The thing is, with my fibromyalgia and other system, it's not just fibromyalgia, but fibromyalgia covers a lot of things. But one of my problems I have, and I don't know if it's fibromyalgia related, arthritis related, or system related from heavy metal toxification when I was a kid. Don't know what, but I have a hard time regulating my body temperature. Howie will tell you, I will sleep in 40 below weather with the fan on in the bedroom. Okay? Some days I can't get warm. Some days I can't get cool. And when I'm canning, it doesn't take long. Or if I'm doing anything in the summertime, it does not take long for me to go from being hot to overheated like that. Just like that. I get overheated immediately, and then it's really hard to cool me down. And the only way I can cool down is to hop in the pool, right? So that pool is not a luxury item as far as I'm concerned. It's a bloody necessity, right? So I've got the canned ham. That's going to be a video. And I'm the tomatoes are cooking down because there's so much water in them. They're cooking down, and they are going to be ketchup. I have not been able to finish editing the next 3 chapters of Anne of Avonlea yet. That is coming as soon as I have time to sit down and focus. Without fans running and everything, I can edit those 3 chapters, at least those 3 chapters, and then wait for a rainy day to read some more, right? Wait for a rainy day when I don't have need of any fans or anything like that. All right, so that's kind of what's going on. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, be patient with me, folks. Oh, and for those who asked, yes, when Howie gets home tonight, we are going to put mesh over the berry box because something just I went out to pick them and something had eaten all the ripe ones, which really ticked me off. And there's a big old flat black squirrel sitting in the middle of my driveway every morning washing his face, and he's fat. So I believe he's got to go. The shotgun's going to come out. I mean it. If I see that squirrel again anywhere near my garden. All right, so at the risk of repeating myself, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and that's what's going on. You'll see videos, and you'll see the catch-up video and the cooking ham video coming up. All right? Take care. God bless.